We are less than a month out from the November election, and this Friday is the deadline to register online to vote. And joining us right now to make sure you know how to get to the polls and make sure you are all registered, Idaho Secretary of State Phil McGrane joins us here as he does every Tuesday. Mr. Secretary, I just want to start too. Friday, what exactly is this deadline? And if you missed the deadline Friday, do you just not get to vote?
No, so this is important, especially for people moving from other states, because this is a little bit different than most of the country. Friday is the deadline to pre-register in advance of the election. If you get registered now, go to voteidaho.gov, get it updated. It'll make your life easier come election day. It'll just make up the process faster. But if you don't meet this deadline, we do have same-day registration in Idaho. So you can still register at the polls, update your information, and vote at the same time.
If you need to register at the polls, what type of information do you need to bring with you? And then I guess if you also want to register online, is it the same info?
Yeah, basic same information. So everybody has to provide identification. So most likely your driver's license, but a U.S. passport, military ID, there's other IDs, all that's listed online. And proof of residence. For most people, their driver's license will be current, so it'll have their address, and that'll be the one thing all at once. But other things are like a rental agreement, a deed of trust, a utility bill, something of that nature that you can provide, prove you live where you say you live and you are who you say you are.
I know that there's a lot of push this week on voter education. It is National Voter Education Week. Here in Idaho, what is your office focused on? What questions do you find common from Idahoans?
You know, one of the biggest things, we get lots of questions about people wanting to know what's going to be on their ballot. What are they going to be voting for? We all know that president's going to be on the ballot, but what else? I mean, there's signs now popping up everywhere with different issues or some of the local races like the legislature. And so one of the great tools at voteidaho.gov, you can now see a sample ballot. So if you go to our main page, right there on the front, it has click to see your sample ballot. You can look up your voter information, make sure you're registered, make sure it's current, but also click and see an image of the actual ballot you'll be voting on. So you can see exactly, depending on where you live, whether let's say you live out in Kuna or you live out near Avamore, there are very different issues, different candidates will be on the ballots. And so being able to see what those will be, you can look up that information in advance, do your research, and then be an informed voter. And I think that's really at the crux of Voter Education Week.
I know that all 105 seats at the state legislature are up for election, so there's somebody in your neighborhood that wants your vote. Mr. Secretary, though, one of the questions I saw this past week was there are folks that say, okay, well, I want to send in my absentee ballot, but how do I know it's really going to get counted?
Oh, that's important. Every ballot is tracked. And actually, through that same source on Vote Idaho, you can track your absentee ballot to make sure that the county clerk receives it, to watch it through the process. If for some reason, let's say you forgot to sign it, that'll have a notification there, plus the clerk's office will try to contact you. Every absentee, the signature is verified when we receive it, but also we go through painstaking efforts to make sure that people can see the accountability that it got through the entire process. So if you have any doubts, visit the website. You can track all that information and make plans for voting on Election Day if you're going to vote in person.
Well, I know your office has taken major steps in recent years to really earn that transparency, earn that trust. So coming up, I guess, what, is it a month from today? Or what,
We've got a little over 27 days.
28 days.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.